Hi and welcome along to my small channel, The Kilted Cyclist. Now today's word is gimbals. Yes, you did hear right, gimbals. Now because I'm doing a lot of filming, you end up needing more equipment to try and improve your films and things like that. So I'm not one of these guys who gets sent equipment to review, you know, the kind of guys if you go into YouTube that they're getting sent cameras, so they're a camera expert, then the next day they get sent a guitar, so they're a guitar expert, and then they get sent a gimbal, so they're a gimbal expert. Yeah, if I buy anything, it's proper real money that's being used. And in the case of this gimbal, I had to part with 109 of the finest Scottish pound notes, no less, to buy this gimbal. If you'd watched my channel earlier on, you'd have noticed that I bought the DJI Osmo OM4 gimbal, and to begin with it was great, but after using it for a few months, the software is terrible. Now bear in mind, it's a Samsung Galaxy S21 smartphone I'm using, which is probably the most popular brand of phone in the world, and they can't seem to get an app to work on it, so I just kind of gave up and looked about for something different. I was looking for a gimbal that I could use all the time with the Samsung, and I think I found one, and it's... So the gimbal I went for is the iSteady V2 from Hohem. Now I've already got one of the Hohem gimbals that I was using for my Osmo Action, and I think it worked pretty well. So looking at the reviews of this guy, it comes over as pretty good, and it's got a lot of novel wee improvements that the DJI doesn't have. So we'll just not go through all the faff of unboxing it. There's the box. There it's out of the box. You don't need to do all that rubbish. Anyhow, the thing that sticks out the most with this one is this wee bit on the top. Now, not only has it got a built-in light, but it's got artificial intelligence, and you can use this as a remote cameraman. Because what you do is you put your phone in the clamp and you make certain gestures like OK, and then it'll start panning around following you, and you can either use your two thumbs, turn them sideways, and it switches from the panoramic to the portrait mode. So there's a lot of good things in it. Now it's quite high in the size, and it's certainly a bit lighter than the DJI, and it's got a handy wee stand on the bottom. So as I say, it's pretty good because you can put it down and use it as a remote cameraman because it just follows you around, and the software is pretty good in it, but you don't necessarily have to use that. You can use the software on your built-in phone. But here's one of the good things. Like most gimbals you get, they're set up either for your action cam or your smartphone. This one, you can put your action cam on it or your smartphone on it. So it's basically two for the price of one. And so it's dead easy to line it up, put on the clamp, and it really is quite a strong spring on it. Another thing, with these is the size and the weight. Well, there's a bit off the bottom. You unscrew this here, give it a wee turn, and it should come down. Tighten it up, and that's it. Fits in your pocket. So if you're out walking and you're fancy doing a bit of filming later on, that sits in your pocket. Take it out, and you're good to go. Now, as far as I can see, having used it a few times already, it's far better than the DJI. It's lighter, and it's got so many good things going for it. So I know I did say earlier on, you might be better getting the DJI, but I would, if you're a Samsung owner, I would avoid it like the plague and go for this guy. So once again, it's the Hohem iSteady V2, and as I say, I had to part with real money for this, and I think it's pretty good. I think it's worth the money already, so time will tell, obviously. I will give you an update later on in the next few months and see how it actually works out in the field, as it were. So that's it for this one, and my coffee's getting cold, so see you later.